Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. It's good to have you here. So, welcome to my live. Let's hold on for a few seconds. Let's wait for people to join. Good evening. So, while we wait for others to come online, can you please introduce yourself in the comment section? Good evening. You're welcome to my live. You're welcome. Please introduce yourself. We're trying to wait for more people to join. Hi, Gideon. It's nice to have you here. Welcome. Welcome. Good evening. Hi, Samuel. Fanny. Welcome. I am Addys. It's good to have you here. Welcome. So let's just hold on for a few seconds. Let's get more people to come on live. Then we can get started so that they can also get to enjoy all the goodies that I will be sharing and I'll be dropping here tonight. Okay, so let me just give us some little melody to just warm us up while we wait. Hi, Adegun Ayaun Oluwafunmilayo. Good evening. Hi. It's good to have you here. Welcome to my live. I am Addys. Okay, so type in the comment section. Let me know why, the reason why you are here. What are you here to learn? What do you want to learn from me tonight? Just let me know. Are you diabetic or are you here on behalf of your family member? Just give us, let's make this engaging. Let's just have a few chats, one-on-one chats before more people join. So let me know what brought you here tonight. What are the things you want to learn? Because I know we are all excited to be here. Okay. Please introduce yourself if you're just joining us. Introduce yourself in the comment section. I am Addys. It's good to have you online. Please introduce yourself if you're just coming in. One minute to go. Can you hear me? Please, if you can hear me, say yes in the comment section. I want to start. So if you can hear me, please kindly say yes in the comment section so that I'll be sure that you're hearing me. Please say yes. All right, thank you so much. Let me share my screen, and if you can see my screen, please let me know that you can see my screen. Please, can you see my screen? Okay, hi, Chidoziri. You said you are here on behalf of your family member. All right, thank you for coming on this live. Thank you. So, if you have anything that is disrupting your attention, please kindly take it off because you are about we're about to go down on something serious. You're going to learn a lot of things here tonight. You're going to learn so many things that will change, your mentality, that will change your mindset about diabetes. Okay, so let's get started. If you can see my screen, please kindly say yes in the comment section. I just want to be double sure that you are seeing my screen. Please say yes again in the comment section. The comment section if you are seeing my screen. Hi, Ogechi Paul. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. So I can see one yes. All right. So let me go on. Okay. So in tonight's webinar, you are going to learn how to discover the one big mistake that is keeping your blood sugar unstable and how to fix it naturally. So my name is OKORO Adaku, and I am a cell biologist. I am a geneticist. I am a nutritionist, and I am a diabetes reversal expert. So in this webinar tonight, here's what you should expect. You should expect to learn and know the number one mistake that is keeping your blood sugar high and how you can fix it. So here I'm going to be sharing with you practical science-backed strategies that would help you to stabilize your blood sugar naturally. And the most important of all is that I have an exclusive gift for you if you are going to stay till the end of this webinar. People might be like, is it not the same thing that they're all saying? No. I want you to understand that this is not just another generic health talk. So you're going to leave here with real actionable steps that can help you totally transform your health. Now, I have some of the things I'm going to be sharing with you here tonight are tips and strategies that I have shared with over 3,000 people, and these tips has changed their lives. And here are just a few reviews of some of the people who have actually transformed their health using these strategies that I'm going to be sharing with you tonight. So you can see these are real life glucometer images of our clients, and you can see the numbers, the readings on this glucometer. You can see how awesome, how beautiful these results are. Currently, as we speak, these clients are all happy. They are, they are thanking their God that they came across Addys Diabetes Health Store, because their health, their life has never remained the same. So here we have a lot of reviews. We even have a review bank where we have loads and loads and tons of reviews. So I want to let you know that this can be you as well. I understand that you have a lot of questions that you might want to ask, because after seeing all these results, some of you might be like, oh, wow, this is awesome. How can somebody be? You mean there are people who are actually getting this kind of good results? I know you'll be wondering. Yes, it is possible and it is achievable. So I know you have lots of questions that you want to ask, but please calm down. Calm down and just wait till the end of this webinar. Then you can ask your questions. I'm going to give you time to ask your questions, and I'm going to attend to every one of you one by one. So now, after managing diabetic patients for over 10 years in practice, one thing I know for sure is that it is very, very frustrating. Like, I have seen a lot of diabetic people struggle. It's a big struggle. Most people are confused. They are like, what can I eat? I'm using my meds. My parents are using their drugs. It's not working. So I absolutely understand your pain. I understand your struggle. Now, in my slide here, you can see this image here. This is Mama. I call them Mama and Papa Ngozi. Mama and Papa Ngozi here are a diabetic couple. Both of them are both diabetic. And as you can see, lying in front of them there is their diabetic meds. They're on insulin, they're on metformin, they're on Downil, they're on different diabetic meds. And they're worried, they're not happy because it's a big struggle for them. They've been doing different things, using different meds, and unfortunately, it's not working for them. Well, this is actually the story of my parents. As you can see on the slide, here are my beloved parents, my parents that I don't joke with, my parents that I can do anything and everything for. This is my beautiful mom and my handsome dad. Well, I have a story, and I'm going to share my story with you shortly. Sometime in 2008, on the 5th of November, I had a baby. I was pregnant, and unfortunately, I had a baby that did not cry. I lost the pregnancy. The baby died inside my womb at 9 months because of gestational diabetes. For those of you who know what gestational diabetes is, it's also known as diabetes in pregnancy. But I did not let that take a toll on me. In fact, as a matter of fact, as a cell biologist that I am, I simply understood that from the genetical point of view, because my both parents had diabetes, I had the 100% probability of actually coming down with the genes. And it's triggered when I became pregnant. I lost my 9-month-old pregnancy because of gestational diabetes that I developed in that pregnancy. And that was when I decided to pull the bull by the horn. I had to go further, study more about holistic management of how to help patients reverse diabetes, including wanting to help my parents and also my loved ones. But unfortunately, before I became what I have finally become now, I lost my both parents. As a matter of fact, I lost my mom in 2016 due to complications caused by prolonged mismanaged diabetes that she has had when I was a little child. In 2020, my daddy followed it. I lost my dad because of complications caused by mismanaged diabetes that both of them had for over 20 years. But that was my why. I decided that I don't want this to be your story. And that's the reason why I am here tonight to teach you the essential things you need to know, the essential things you need to implement and practice that would help you prevent complications of diabetes. Now, the number one mistake a lot of diabetic people are making, and how to fix it it has to do with the human cells. So one thing I have come to realize about diabetic people is that many diabetic people, they only focus on, short-term blood sugar control. And if you go to the hospital to see your doctor and they test and discover that you have diabetes, the first thing your doctors would do is they'll want to place you on medications. They will tell you to avoid sugar. They will tell you to probably start taking insulin injections. This is actually worrisome because this is just, for me, it's a short-term control. It's not actually fixing the problem. Now, you need to understand, first of all, before you even think about fixing the problem, and not just fixing the problem like that, like you need to actually tackle this problem from the root cause. You need to actually find out what is even the cause of this diabetes in the first place. Now, you need to understand that the main cause of diabetes is what we call insulin resistance. Please, if you have ever heard about the word insulin resistance before, can you just say yes in the comment section? Like, someone said my slide is not showing. Please, if you can see my slide, can you say yes? Can you say yes if you can see my slide? Please, let me know if I should stop sharing and I should start sharing again. Okay, someone said yes. All right, thank you. So if you have ever heard about insulin resistance before, can you say yes in the comment section? All right, so I've gotten like 2 yeses. Insulin resistance is in fact, is the leading cause of diabetes in a lot of people. In fact, for some people who also have diabetes, because diabetes simply means excess blood sugar. Like when you have excess of glucose in your blood, that's diabetes. And there are different things that can cause it. Insulin resistance is one of it. Then another thing that can also cause it is when you have low production of insulin from your pancreas. So if your pancreas is not producing enough insulin, you can also have excess blood sugar as well. So these are the two things that can cause diabetes, but the most common cause is actually insulin resistance. So that's the reason why most people really talk about insulin resistance than the other one. So here on this slide, I just want to quickly show you a little illustration about how insulin resistance works. So insulin resistance, cells becomes resistant to insulin simply because they are covered up with fats. When you consume a lot of carbohydrate meals, like you can see this young guy here is having a very high carb diet. This is burger with chips, and I'm very sure he's having soda drinks in this cup. Once you consume something that has high carbohydrates, you see, the next thing that would happen is that there will be, a release of glucose from that food that you are eating. And when the glucose is so high in the blood, automatically it's going to require your pancreas to produce a lot of insulin so that it will try to push in all the glucose into your cells, because the cell is supposed to absorb this glucose, because the cells use this glucose as a source of energy. So the fact that you can talk, the fact that you can think, the fact that you can move from point A to point B is happening because your cells are being fueled by glucose. And for this glucose to go into the cells, insulin needs to be active. Do you understand? Insulin needs to be active. Insulin is like a key right now that would unlock the cells to allow glucose to penetrate into these cells. So imagine if the pancreas is probably tired because of too much hyperinsulinemia. There's no much production of insulin from your pancreas. It will be very difficult for your blood sugar to be stable. Same thing with if you have fats covering the cells, making it difficult for even the insulin that your pancreas is producing to open the cells for glucose to go in. You always have excess glucose in the blood. So when you say someone has insulin resistance, it means that the cells are covered up with so much fat, making it difficult or even almost impossible for insulin that is being released from your pancreas to push in glucose into the cell. So you always have glucose in your blood every time you check. And whenever you have excess glucose in your blood at all times, automatically your organs will also start storing and start saving glucose as well. Okay, so you can see this circle here. When you eat bad carbs, your pancreas makes insulin, your cells become resistant to the insulin, and once automatically, when you even have insulin resistance, your liver will cause your liver to keep storing more fats as well. And when you have sugar stored as fat in your body, you always feel tired, you always feel hungry, you always feel like you want to keep eating different things all the time. Now, there are signs you need to look out for, and these signs are signs that will show that you are actually stuck in the circle of insulin resistance. The first thing is, do you feel tired even after eating? It's actually a sign that you are experiencing insulin resistance. Do you experience blood sugar spikes even after avoiding sugar? Like, I hear some people tell me that they don't eat sugar, they don't take soda drinks, but they feel like because they don't take raw sugar cubes, they feel that their sugar level should be normal at all times. But they forgot that as far as you are still eating high carbs, you're still taking foods that are very high in carbohydrates. You should know that these things still release glucose. So you should always expect to see spikes when you consume them in the wrong way. Okay? Some things you might also experience are constant craving of carbs and sweets. Yes, when your sugar level is high, when you have insulin resistance, you will always crave to eat, you know, snacks. You always crave to eat things that is not even healthy for you. Another sign you need to look out for is if you have pot belly. This is very, very common with men. If you also have stubborn belly fat, just know that you are a candidate for having insulin resistance, which is also another, you should know that insulin resistance is the leading cause of diabetes. So if you have pot belly, you have big tummy, even if you don't have a history of diabetes in your family, you can actually come down with diabetes sooner or later in life. You see, and the thing is that your medications will just keep increasing, but your condition is not improving as well, you know. Oh, someone said my slide is not showing. Slide not. Okay, please let me stop sharing and I'll share again. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Okay. So please, if you can see my screen, kindly say yes. If you can see my screen, please kindly say yes in the comments. Please, if you can see my screen, quickly just say yes so that I will know that that you guys, I'm carrying you along. Kindly say yes. Okay. Thank you so much, Inaji. God bless you. So let me move ahead. Now, what's the solution? The solution is we need to fix insulin resistance. That's the solution. If you want to reverse diabetes, if you want to lower your blood sugar level, you need to first of all know that your medication, the diabetic drugs that you're taking, the artificial insulin injection that you are taking is not your solution. It's not even helping you in any way. In fact, you need to ask yourself, these diabetic drugs that I take, and the next thing after taking it, maybe when I check my blood sugar level, I will see that it has dropped. Where did that glucose go into? Have you ever asked yourself that question? One thing you need to understand is that what the drug will do is it will just take the excess glucose that it can manage to take in your blood. It will push it into your organs. So it's not like you're peeing or you are passing it out as urine or as feces. So it's still in your body, but it's not in your blood. So that is the reason why we need to fix this immediately. And in order for you to fix this, you need to fix insulin resistance. Now, the question is, how do you fix insulin resistance? I'm going to share the solution with you. Please listen attentively. If you don't have jotter or a pen and paper or anything, please get it right now and start taking jots if you don't have that already, because I'm very sure you don't want to miss this very important part. So right now, you need to understand that instead of just focusing on blood sugar, you need to, first thing first, eat foods that improve insulin sensitivity, not just avoiding sugar. So there are certain types of foods that you might not even be aware of, but the job of these foods are to help you fix insulin resistance. I'm going to talk about them before the end of this webinar. Then the second solution is you need to learn how to use natural herbs. Herbs are very, very good they support insulin function. Herbs are the only things that I know that you can use that will not take the sugar in your blood and push it into your organ. In fact, as a matter of fact, the herbs will go to your organs that are stored glucose. It will just purge out everything and wash everything out. You will pass this excess sugar out in your urine and in your feces. But however, you need to learn what types of herbs, though, is not any kind of herb. And also, you cannot abuse herbs as well. There's a dosage, there are units to, dosage that you can use. But just calm down. I'll be sharing all this towards the end of this webinar. Then the third thing you need to learn if you want to fix insulin resistance is you need to understand that there is a certain type of lifestyle that can help your cells absorb sugar properly. This lifestyle can help you reverse insulin resistance. It can help you reverse diabetes. It can help you lower your blood sugar. It is very, very important. So these three things are, things that can help you fix insulin resistance, help you fix your blood sugar level naturally. It can help you stabilize your blood sugar, and it can also help diabetes become reversible as well. Now, I want to share some common myths with you. Please, if you are feeling the vibe of this webinar, can you just give me a thumbs up in the comment section? I want to be sure that you guys are engaging. I want to be sure you're feeling, you're enjoying the lecture. Okay, so just give me a thumbs up in the comment section. Thank you. Let me quickly share some common myths with you. There are some people that just think that once they avoid sugar, they will be fine automatically. But just like I said earlier, you might be avoiding to drink soda drinks. You might be avoiding beer. Beer contains sugar. You might be avoiding juices because they contain sugar. But you don't even know that there are other things like some processed carbohydrates that you eat. This includes rice, bread, pasta. These things are not healthy for you depending on the way you actually eat them. They can cause high sugar spikes after eating them. Okay, so this, you need to understand that the fact that you might not be taking sugar cubes, does not mean that you'll be fine or that your sugar level cannot go up. You should understand that certain foods you eat can also lead to high blood sugar after food. Okay. And before I go ahead, I want to quickly say this. If you know you eat wheat, because I know that wheat is one common food that most doctors will tell you, or some nutritionists will tell you that please eat wheat for diabetic. If you have diabetes, please, if you usually eat wheat, stop. Stop eating wheat. The reason is because wheat contains gluten, and gluten is very dangerous, very, very dangerous to your gut health as a diabetic patient. Even for non-diabetic self, is actually not so good for your guts, most especially for diabetic. Another common myth is that most people think that diabetes cannot be reversed, that you always need medication. In fact, as a matter of fact, a lot of people who have come across my way, who have met me, they always say these things, that their doctors have told them that diabetes cannot be reversed. And I tell them, I said, that's your doctor, if time is not taken, has brought patients to me to even help them reverse. If you're not careful, that your doctor is probably one of my ex-patients or one of my ex-clients. The thing is that in those days, people used to think that diabetes was not reversible. You need to live on diabetic drugs for the rest of your life. But right now, using nutrition science, and there's a holistic approach to this. There's actually a method that you can use that is helping a lot of, in fact, as a matter of fact, I have used this method to help over 3,000 people learn to reverse diabetes and even reverse diabetes. I'm going to show you more reviews to prove that. So now, you need to understand that diabetes is not a life sentence. Thousands of people have reversed it by fixing the cause of insulin resistance. So if they can do it, you can do it as well. Because your medications will only help you lower your blood sugar. It's just temporary. You see, it does not fix the root cause. So over time, you will keep needing higher doses of these drugs, more medications to even add to the one you're taking. So let's not forget that the real solution is improving insulin sensitivity with the right foods, right herbs, and lifestyle changes. Now, the third myth is you must eat 5 to small meals a day to control blood sugar. Yeah, I've heard some people say that, but sincerely, I don't believe in this, because your body needs time to lower insulin levels. Usually when you eat something that has high carbs, apart from the fact that your sugar level will spike, automatically your insulin level will also rise, because while you're eating something that has high carbohydrates, Your pancreas is also trying to release so much insulin to that would, battle all that glucose. So you're going to have high insulin levels. And your body needs time to lower these insulin levels back. So if you keep eating and eating and eating 5 to 6 times in a day, I mean, you will end up having fatty liver, in fact, because at the end of the day, when you have high insulin levels, that's hyperinsulinemia, you're going to have, and you still have high glucose in the blood. At the end of the day, that excess glucose will turn into fat. So this fat will just go and attach itself to your liver, to your other organs. So we don't need that. So the solution to this myth is eat balanced meal that will keep you fuller for longer. And it will also allow proper digestion, And to make this happen, you need to learn how to eat more of fiber in your meals. So when you want to eat, always make sure that you have lots of vegetables. Make sure that you have lots of fiber. Make sure that you have little portion of carbohydrates with your meal. Most people think that for them to actually get full, that they need to eat a full pot of food to, they need to eat a full plate of food to actually feel full. But they don't understand that you don't even need to eat a full plate of food to get full. Just a little portion of carbohydrates with plenty vegetables. You'll still feel full. You'll still prevent blood sugar spikes, and you'll still maintain stable insulin levels. So please ensure that when you want to eat and plate your meals, follow this strategy. Don't eat so much carbohydrate because you want to get full. You'll be causing a spike for yourself. Now, another myth is fat is bad, but there are different kinds of fats. I always recommend you to have healthy fats like avocados, nuts, coconut oil, most especially the cold pressed coconut oil. This will help to regulate your blood sugar and also improve insulin function. But one thing I have come to realize is that there are some foods that are actually termed as healthy foods. Yes, they are good for you as a diabetic patient, they are healthy, but the hour you eat these foods, can make it become unhealthy for you. Although this is not a class where I address this. I do this when people come in for my one-on-one session, but I want to quickly drop this here. Food like avocado, for instance, is a healthy food, okay? But you shouldn't eat it at night, because when you eat it at night, it can actually cause your FBS, that's your fasting blood sugar, to go high in the morning. So that's why I don't recommend eating avocado at night, okay? So the fifth myth is diabetes is just genetics. There's nothing you can do, which means automatically you're trying to say, all right, because my mother has it, and because my father has it, therefore I must have it. Well, even though that it is partially correct, though, but it is preventable. So that is the reason why it is categorized as a myth. The fact that your parents have diabetes and you are their offspring, if you learn how to prevent diabetes, you understand, if you don't have triggers, it's not compulsory that you must come down with it. You can actually prevent it. In my own case, my pregnancy was a trigger for me. That was what triggered the gestational diabetes. And so if aside from that, if you have your parents are diabetic, don't just think that you must also have it. If you learn to eat healthy, you learn to eat right, and you learn to live a healthy lifestyle, you can actually prevent yourself from coming down with diabetes. All right, so now the real solution is this. We need to stop treating the symptoms and fix insulin resistance. We need to also learn the right foods, the right herbs, and the lifestyle changes that can help you lower your blood sugar level naturally. Then you also need to stop relying on outdated advice that isn't working. There are a lot of coaches out there that will come and tell you, do this, do that. So many of them are right, so many of them are wrong, but so many of them are even giving a lot of outdated advice that is not working. So I would advise you to stop relying on outdated advice. So now, diabetes, we will show you no mercy. We're not going to show diabetes any mercy tonight. So please comment, I am in. Comment, I am in. If you are tired of taking medications, If you are tired of experiencing blood sugar spikes, if you are tired of the endless struggle to control diabetes, you need to know that it is time to focus on what actually works. And like I have told you, we need to learn how to fix insulin resistance. So if you know you want to learn the exact how to do step-by-step guide, please comment I am in the comments section. Good, 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 good. Thumbs up, thumbs up. I'm super excited tonight. I'm super excited. All right. So now what I'm going to show you is practical science-backed strategies. Okay, so what I'm going to show you is actually backed up by science. It's not like it's one thing I made up in my head. Is backed by science. So these strategies will help you stabilize your blood sugar level naturally and also help you to reverse diabetes. So the step one, first thing first, is you need to eat the right foods. Now, what are the right foods that can help you to improve your insulin sensitivity and also help you to reduce blood sugar naturally? So there are foods like healthy fats, like I mentioned, avocado, nuts, coconut oil, but these things are things you should not eat at night. You can eat them in the daytime, okay? Then the next is high quality protein. We have egg, fish, chicken. One thing I always tell people in my diabetes reversal class is don't eat anything from an animal at night, okay? I'm giving you this information for free. You will never find this information anywhere on the internet except you find my name attached to it, because I discovered this on my own. After working with thousands of diabetic clients, I came to realize that when they eat things from animals like fish, egg, chicken, meat, beef, turkey, chicken, as in anything from an animal, if you take it at night, you will always, it will be difficult for you to actually reverse diabetes. You can eat it in the morning, you can eat them in the afternoon, but not at night. If you want to do protein at night, go for plant protein like tofu, mushrooms, you understand, but don't do animal at night. So the next is fiber-rich veggies. We have lots of veggies. In fact, in Nigeria here, we're very, very rich with vegetables. We have lots of leafy green vegetables like your ugu, water leaf, ewedu, anything leafy, lettuce. We have the cruciferous vegetables like the broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage. We have lots of them. Always ensure that when you want to eat, have lots of these in your plate. Then go for more blood sugar friendly carbs like lentils, quinoa, green bananas. We have lots of them, lots of them. For the sake of time, I cannot really mention all of them now, but learn to avoid these things. Avoid processed carbs. You see bread there? You see this bread, this normal bread you people buy outside there. If you know how dangerous that food is, see, you will run away from it. Do you know that as little as just one slice of bread, just a slice, that will not even fill you up, that will not even fill your 1-year-old child up. Just one slice of bread that you will take, your sugar level is going up immediately. Like, it's not even giving you a break. Immediately you're going to experience blood sugar spike. Please, if you are in this meeting, and if you're in this live, brother, and you've eaten bread before and you notice that your sugar level went up, or you've not, as in, I need somebody to actually let me to confirm this that I'm saying about bread. And that's the reason why these days we're having different kinds of bread that we use, flours that don't contain gluten, like the regular baking flour. We now use flours that are low in carbohydrates. Currently in Addys Diabetes Health Store, we produce that kind of bread. So if it's something you want, you can always DM me and then place the order for it on our website. Those ones are breads that are made with oat flour, with chia seeds, with flax seeds. So they don't contain gluten, and they don't spike your blood sugar. So you see this white bread out there, it's processed and it's not healthy for you at all. Same goes with pasta. Some pastas though, not all. Same goes with white rice. If you want to have your white rice, you have to make sure that just have a very little portion of white rice. Pair it with lots of vegetable. You can even mix your white rice with chia seeds, flax seeds, just to increase the fiber content. Another thing you should avoid is refined sugar. Even honey. Honey will spike your sugar. Please, wheat bread is a no-no. Anything wheat, because chase it. run away. Run away from anything wheat or wheat products. It's not for you. It's not good at all. You see? So avoid honey. Honey is not good for diabetic patients. If you're not diabetic, you can use it too. But for diabetic patients, we don't recommend honey because honey contains fructose. That's the type of sugar in honey. And the end product is glucose. So if you take honey and you feel like, I know in those days, even when my parents were alive, then when I was a small child, my parents were diabetic then. My mom and dad used to use honey. Ah, God have mercy. I wish they were alive. Really, it's really hurts me because the things I know now, when I remember what happened then, I used to be like, oh God, who were their that who were the people managing them? Who was their nutritionist? You see, people are used to giving wrong information that is killing people. Well, let's move on because if I start talking about them, I'll just start shedding tears, and I really don't want to cry tonight. So please avoid honey totally. It's not good for you. If you want something to sweeten your tea or your cereal or whatever it is you take that you use honey for, go for stevia. We have stevia leaves in Addys Diabetes Health Store. At the end of this webinar, in the comment section, I'm going to drop the links where you can get these things. So you can get stevia leaf. If you know stevia leaf, please say yes, I know stevia leaves in the comment section. It's a kind of leaf. You can even Google it. Just go to Google and search for stevia leaf. You will see it is a leaf. Oh. It's a leaf. You just want to taste it. It's very sweet, but it does not spike sugar. It's zero carb and zero calorie. So it's good for you. You can use we have the leaves. We don't even sell the processed stevia. We do the raw stevia leaves. So you can get that if you want it. Then another thing you should avoid entirely is, you see all this vegetable oil, groundnut oil, the one they call Ororo, Kings, soya bean, canola oil. You see, these things will increase insulin resistance because they are very, very, very high in calories. They are very high in trans fats. They are so high in saturated fat, like you don't need them. Another thing you should avoid is artificial sweeteners. We have a lot, like you see where this artificial sweetener go wrong. This drink, what you need to understand is that they added artificial sweeteners like aspartame, saccharin, and the rest. So these things are not healthy for your blood sugar at the end of the day. Even if it doesn't spike your sugar because they told you that it's sugar free, but it's sweet, it's kind of affecting your health. It's not advisable for you to use artificial sweeteners. Then the next thing you need to also do is fix your meal timing. Stop eating all day. You need to understand that there are times you should eat and times you should not eat. Like one thing I always recommend is, if you know that you are obese or you are overweight, please start doing intermittent fasting. Give your body time to lower insulin levels. It will help you lose weight. It will help you lower insulin levels. It will help you reverse insulin resistance, and it will also help you lower blood sugar level and reverse diabetes over time. Okay, so avoid eating too much, avoid over snacking, eat balanced meal. Make sure your plate is a balanced plate. It should come with little carbohydrates. Little carbohydrates, please don't forget. As little as 150 gram of cooked rice, for example, the glucose in that rice is enough for your body. It might not be filling, yes, but your body doesn't need more than that. All you just need to do is pair it up with lots of veggies. And when you pair it up with lots of veggies, you're going to notice that you feel full, and you also reduce your insulin spikes as well. Because you need to understand that when your insulin level drops, your body can burn fat and also stabilize blood sugar naturally. Then the third thing you need to do is learn to move your body. Even if it's as little as moving from upstairs to downstairs, moving from one point of your house to the other, it's also very helpful. Okay? You don't even need to do extreme workouts. Just make sure you move consistently, because when you move, your body muscles are, active, and when your muscles are active, it helps your body to use up glucose effectively. So some exercise that are very good for blood sugar control for diabetes is walking after meals. This can help you lower your blood sugar after food. Strength training. Enough is not being said about this. See, even if you don't have diabetes, not talk about when you have diabetes. Every year, do you know that you're losing muscle mass? Every year you are losing muscles. Some percentage of muscles are leaving your body, and if you don't have muscles, you'll be weak. You won't have strength, you won't have power. But you can do strength training. You can build these things So that when you age, as you're aging, as you're losing some percentage, you're building it back. I hope you understand. So please do strength training. You can do lift, weight lifts. People that lift weights, most especially as women, we need to do these things. It doesn't mean you become a macho man or a macho woman. You're just helping your body. You're training your body to learn how to actually build muscles so that these muscles can help you absorb glucose easily. You can do yoga, stretching. This helps to actually reduce stress hormones and also reduce spiking of the blood sugar as well. Then you can also do 10 to 15 minutes exercise. I recommend this before you sleep, even tonight. You can actually go to YouTube and search for Zumba dance for 10 to 15 minutes every night before going to bed. You're going to see a very big difference in your blood sugar. The fourth step is you need to improve your sleep quality and reduce stress. See, as a diabetic patient, stress is not good for you. Stress is not, you don't even need anything that will make you not to sleep well. Because when you lack sleep, you're going to have more insulin resistance. If you've noticed there, you would have noticed that maybe sometimes when it looks like your sugar level is not so bad, the moment you stress yourself or you don't sleep well, in the morning, just check your sugar level. What happens? It's high. That's because you did not sleep well. You don't rest. So you have to make sure that you prioritize resting. Because when you sleep well, when you rest well, you have a balanced hormone. And when you have a balanced hormone, you will have an automatic blood sugar control. Please, if you're getting me, just say yes in the comment section. Thank you. Now, the fifth step, which is the very, very most important step, is using of herb. But like I said, where it goes wrong is most people use the wrong kind of herbs. Most people overdose on herbs, which is even more deadlier. That's in fact, for me, that is what the people in the orthodox medical world are using to hold against people that do natural methods. They feel like, when you're taking your herbs, you don't know the dosage, it will harm you, this and that. That's why they feel like, okay, the tablets they are giving to you, they already know the dosage that you're going to take. But the truth is that these drugs is not even helping us. It is the herb that will still help us, because these herbs are attacking the cause of the diabetes from the root cause. But the dosage of this herb is where the issue is. But I'm going to share with you a list of herbs that works for blood sugar reversal. And in fact, as a matter of fact, in Addys Diabetes Health Store, we sell these herbs. We use these herbs as raw materials for production of our teas and our numerous products. So some of these herbs include bitter melon. It's also known as Carella. I know you should know bitter melon. If you know some of these herbs, please say yes, I know it. Just say you know. Tell us the one you know in the comments, okay? So we have cinnamon. Please, there are different kinds of cinnamon. There's cassia, there's Ceylon. Use Ceylon cinnamon, okay? Because that one is better. Then we have fenugreek, turmeric. We have moringa. You can actually get some of these herbs and make teas with them. You can add them to your smoothies. You can incorporate them into your meals. Make sure you use them consistently, because herbs work best when you use them daily as part of your lifestyle. Not that you just use it today, you use it tomorrow. Next tomorrow, you use it again. Next week, you stop using it. No. Don't do this back and forth thing. Make sure you use it consistently, okay? Because when you use it consistently, it will help, the herbs will help to repair your body's ability to control blood sugar. Other herbs we use in Addys Diabetes Health Store includes berberine. I know that some of you might have heard about berberine. Berberine is very, very powerful. Berberine helps to, lower blood sugar level really, really fast. So it's one of the herbs that I recommend. We also have Gymnema sylvester. It's also known as goma. Very, very powerful herb. For those who know me, they know that whenever we give any of our combos, you must find goma inside that pack, because another name for goma is called sugar destroyer. This is one very powerful herb that works like magic. Like, the moment you start using it, you will just start noticing that it's already bringing out the extra sugar. You're peeing it out, you're pulling it out, like everything is coming out of your body. So it's very good. Another herb that is very good as well is aloe vera. Aloe vera works very well to lower blood sugar, but it is very bitter. In fact, when I give it to my clients, many of them will call me, they'll say, Addys, so it is bitter, oh, we cannot take it. I'll say, please, take it, or you reduce the dose so that you mix it with plenty water so that you can swallow it. But it's very good. It's very, very good. And you know, one thing I love about aloe vera is the fact that when you use it, it actually helps, to attack free radicals, if you know what it means. Free radicals are things that, causes oxidative stress for you. It can attack your immune system. It can make you look older than your age. It exposes you to toxins and the rest. But when you're using aloe vera, it helps to actually combat the effects of free radicals. So that's, even aside from blood sugar, I recommend, taking aloe. Another powerful herb is Indian quinoa. Indian quinoa is also a very good herb. You boil it, you sieve it, you drink it as a tea. It's also a powerful herb. Amla is one of it. And I want to share review from different clients of mine. In fact, if you look at this slide, you will see that this was sent to me by a staff of mine from our Addys Diabetes Clinic. This client sent this review to my clinic line and they forwarded it to me. So there's this product, it's actually our signature product, Addys Yellow Poundo. It's very popular. So this product, if you eat it it's like swallow. When you eat it, I'm going to show it to you. It looks like yellow eba when you make it. But this poundo drastically reduces blood sugar. In fact, it is the only food that I know that when you eat it, normally when you eat food, the sugar should go up after eating, depending on the glycemic index of that meal. But when you take yellow poundo, it brings your sugar down. So here is someone that bought the swallow, and he said that the swallow drastically dropped his sugar down to 78 this morning. So this is what our Addys Yellow Poundo looks like for the records. You can see it here. This is how to make it. It doesn't contain starch, so you just have to use very little water. Put it in a pot. When it's boiling, you pour the flour in there. You keep stirring it till it firms up. You can eat it with any soup, egusi soup, ogbono, okra, vegetable, anything. And when you eat this food, no matter the hour you eat it, even at night, it's actually one of the meals I recommend for dinner. When you eat this thing at night, you will wake up in the morning with good fasting blood sugar level. When you eat it in the afternoon or in the morning, check your sugar after eating. You will see that it has even dropped. So it's a very, very powerful meal. So here are other reviews. This review is actually from a client of mine who was in my reversal class. And she said her mother, who is also diabetic, is eating her food with her. And in fact, she said, my mama don't finish my food though. Her sugar is below 100. Thank you. So we have lots of reviews. In fact, this is another one. The person started with 175. It came down to 87 at the end of the day. We have lots of reviews. This one is another review from our diabetes clinic from one of our clients who fasting blood sugar came down to 4.2 m per mole without medication. So we actually have people who are implementing these strategies that I'm showing you here that are not even on medications anymore, and they are getting good numbers. You can see now, look at this one, 93, 90. Look at this one, 97. This person said, good morning. I just went for checkup today. My sugar level is now 119 from 392 last week. My medication intake has been reduced by my doctor. I am so happy right now. Even her blood pressure, that's even the good part. If you have high blood pressure, when using the same strategies, you will also see improvements in your blood pressure as well. So we have plenty reviews. In fact, like I said, if you go to my review bank, it's plenty there. Because of time, I don't want to share so much here. Now that you know what actually works, I want to ask you a question. Are you ready to take action? If you're ready to take action, please let me hear you say yes. Someone is saying my slide is not showing. Please, if you can you see my slide? If you can see my slide, please say yes. I think it's the network, and the network is just being shitty right now. All right, thank you so much. Thank you. I guess the people who are not seeing my slides are those that joined late. Someone said slide not showing. Slide not showing. Okay, let me stop sharing and let me share again. That's network for you. Our Nigeria network. Okay, can you see my slide now? If you can see, All right, thank you. Someone said I can't see. If you can see it now, please say yes. Say yes if you can see my slide because I had to stop sharing and I'm sharing again. All right, thank you so much. So now I want to introduce a solution to you. I want to make this very easy for you. I don't want you beating around the bush looking for the solution to everything that I have just talked about. Like I talked about food, I talked about herbs, I talked about lifestyle. Now I have packaged all these things together for you. And I am introducing the Addys Diabetes Reversal Wellness Kits. It's a mini kit that contains the diabetes reversing food, diabetes reversing herbs, and diabetes reversing teas. These teas contains the herbs that I've just shown you in my previous slide. So now let me give you a little story about this yellow poundo. This yellow poundo, like I said, is a diabetes reversing powerful meal. In fact, every of our combos must contain these products because, in fact, if you have not started using this particular product, you've not even started. I actually have some clients that will tell me that they're not on drugs. This is just what they just make sure they eat yellow poundo every day and it is working for them. So this product is very powerful and it's even NAFDAC approved as well. In fact, when NAFDAC took the sample to their laboratory, they had to approve this product quick for me because they were like, wow, this is actually powerful. And currently I'm even taking this product back to my school, University of Lagos, where I want them to also help me come up with some tests on those products to find out the reason why this product reduces diabetics patient blood sugar level. So it's actually a very powerful product, and I highly recommend that it has to be a staple in your home. So now let me just quickly share a sample meal plan. Something that you can just sorry. A sample meal plan, something you can use. You can actually, customize this, and you can use this as a cheat sheet to help you guide you on how to eat right. Okay, so for breakfast on this sample meal plan, there are different types of meal plan, but this is just the one I'm giving you as expo. We have chia seed pudding. You can actually get chia seed, add some almond milk with some top berries, flaxseed. It's all fiber. And allow it to soak overnight or for like over 30 minutes. And then you can have this as breakfast. For lunch, you can have your 150 gram of cooked rice with mixed green salad, with vegetable, with grilled chicken. You can see I said grilled chicken. I did not say boiled chicken or fried chicken. There's a reason why we love grilling. Grilling, extracts oils from animal fats, animal proteins. You understand? So when you want to eat meat or chicken or fish, they have their natural oils. So that's the reason why it's not advisable to fry them, because when you fry them, it can add to the oil that is in the meat already. So we don't recommend that. When you boil, you just boil the meat to get done, but the fat is still in there. But when you grill it, you will notice that the oil will just start dropping inside the fire. So that's actually a healthy way to. It's just good. So the next thing you can have as a snack is you can have almond nuts with a cup of green tea with cinnamon. You can just have that as a snack. Then for dinner, in fact, for diabetic patients, dinner meals are actually limited. We don't really have much options for diabetic patients for dinner. But one thing I recommend is, you see this yellow poundo, don't miss it. Very important. Very important. Then we also have this tea. It's actually a very powerful tea. We call it the Addys brew tea. It's a herbal tea. If you take it at night, what it does is it helps you relieve stress. So you just realize that you will sleep very well when you take this tea at night. And when you sleep very well, it also helps you to balance your blood sugar as well. Now, here's, the crossroad right now. For most people at this junction, they will just feel like, okay, Addys, you've said a lot. I've learned a lot from you. In fact, you're too much. You've said too much things for free without even collecting a dime. I can do this on my own. I get it. And I also get the fact that you've probably even tried different diets, different remedies, different advice before. And maybe you've seen some results, but nothing really worked long term. So in your mind, you're like, I wish everything this woman is saying will really work. But the truth is that you can actually choose to do this on your own. But the honest truth is that you need expert guidance. When you have expert guidance, it will make your healing process faster, easier, and also more effective. So no more guesswork, because I will show you exactly what works and what doesn't work. We're going to give you a personalized approach, not just generic advice. We're going to give you real practical steps for your situation. We are also going to give you accountability and support. So, which means that once you get this kit, you are not going to do this alone, because I will be guiding you every step of the way. So, this is your chance to finally take control of your blood sugar in the right way. That's not all. I have a surprise gift to reveal for you. So now I know you'll be wondering, Addys, okay, you have talked about the diabetes reversal mini wellness kit. You have told us that it contains reversing food, reversing herb and teas. How much is it? Oh, I know you'll be wondering, but well, here is the shocking part. This kit contains these products here. It contains Goma, the most powerful blood sugar flusher. It contains the Addys Diabetes Detox Flush Tea, a very, very powerful tea. Tea that when you take it, you just see yourself urinating excess blood sugar. It contains chia. It contains our Ogbonge, I call it Ogbonge, Addys Yellow Poundo Swallow. And it also contains our Icarian Brew Tea. The original price of this kit is actually Naira. That's the original price. But I'm not going to ask you to pay 200,000 Naira. No, I won't ask you to pay 200,000, because I am genuinely interested in majority of you getting healing. I'm interested in majority of you getting these kits. So that's the reason why we are offering this at a discounted rate for just 150,000 Naira. And guess what? It also comes with free bonus. So we are going to give you free bonus, which is enrollment into the Addys 30 days lower blood sugar level challenge. The Addys 30 days lower blood sugar level challenge is actually a personalized one-on-one platform where we will assign a nutritionist specifically to you, who will be assigned to manage you, monitor you, follow up with you on a daily basis for 30 days while you use the content in this kit. It's premium, but we're giving that to you for free as a bonus because you are getting this kit. And also, you're going to get free delivery if you are within Lagos. But because I am so happy, in fact, let me share a good news with you. Last month, I exported a 40-feet container of Addys products to Germany. And I just received the news today that my container has arrived, and my customer is very happy. He's impressed. In fact, when they opened the container, he was like, wow, Addys, thank you so much. And I'm like, why will people abroad be enjoying this beautiful God's gift from Africa? Why don't I just share this with 10 people, 10 fastest fingers only? Because I'm happy. I want just 10 people to pay 104,999 Naira only. Just 10 people. This slot is going for just 10 people. So instead of paying 150K, 10 people would pay 104,999. I'm just giving this special surprise gift because I am happy tonight. And that's not all. Even after paying just 104,999 naira, you're still going to get the free bonus. You're still going to get the free bonuses. You're going to get a one-on-one consultation with me. Naturally, one-on-one consultation with Addys, everybody knows my fee is 500,000 naira if you come to me on a one-on-one. But you're going to get this for free after getting this kit. You're also going to get a customized meal plan. You know, I showed you a sample meal plan. No, I'm going to give you a customized meal plan where you are going to give us a list, a comprehensive list of what you eat, what you drink. Use this list to create a customized meal plan for you. So this customized meal plan will contain your favorite foods. We're going to arrange the meal plan in such a way that you can still eat those foods in a way that it will not spike your sugar. We will tell you the ones that we categorize them into daytime food, nighttime food, so you know when you should eat which one. This meal plan is worth 100,000 naira. You're going to get it for free. We're going to enroll you into the Addys 30 days lower blood sugar level challenge, worth 150K for free as well. I mean, too much free things. Too much free things tonight. Just for 10 people, fastest fingers. So now let me quickly share reviews from people who joined the Addys Diabetes Reversal Program, because we actually have a program aside from the lower blood sugar level challenge, which is a 30 days program. We have the Addys Diabetes Reversal Program. These are for people who spend over 2 months with us, 2 months and above with us. Although it's premium, it's quite different from this. But if you are interested in that, you can always DM me privately, and then we can talk about that and know if you are a fit for that program. So now I want to let you understand what reversing diabetes means, because a lot of you don't know. Most people think that if I'm checking my fasting blood sugar level is okay, then it means I'm reversing diabetes. But that is not how it works. The thing is, when you lower we have what we call HbA1c levels. Some of you might have done the HbA1c test before. It's a test that will tell you whether you are diabetic or pre-diabetic, or whether you don't even have diabetes at all. These are reviews from people who have reversed diabetes in our program. You can see this person is saying that her HbA1c used to be 20%. After she joined the reversal program, it came down to 15%, then to 8.6. Now it's 5.9. She was able to reverse diabetes in our platform. This is another client whose HbA1c now shows 5.5. Looking at the range here, you can see non-diabetic is showing less than 5.7. And her own is 5.5. So this, why am I showing you this? I want to prove to you that reversal is possible. Very, very possible. This client here, HbA1c as at last month was 4.3. You see? Most of them are even referring their doctors to come to Addys Diabetes Health Store. So we have a lot of reviews. This is another one. For the sake of time, I just have to quickly skip past through the reviews. So this is the payment details. You can make payment to Addys Foods account, Access Bank, 104,999. That's the payment price for those who are going to be the first 10 to join the program. And we have some people who joined this challenge last month. Last month, we had some people who joined the Diabetes 30 Days Reversal Challenge who got these kits. These are their results, glucometer images of some of these participants. So let me just quickly share it with you. You can see that some of them are already getting good numbers. They've been able to lower their blood sugar level. You can see how they are doing with their blood sugar results on a daily basis. So for the first 10 people, instead of paying 150,000, you can pay 104,999 to Access Bank, Addys Foods, and you get the free bonuses. The price will be going back to 150,000 in few hours from now. So if you want to get these kits, the Addys Diabetes Reversal Mini Wellness Kits, and you want to get on board into the Addys 30 Days Lower Blood Sugar Level Challenge, please get these kits right now so that we can dispatch this to you. From Monday, we'll start dispatching so that you can get your kit, and then you can start immediately to start lowering your blood sugar level. So if you have questions, please, this is the time for you to start asking your questions, respond to them one after the other. So please, if you have made payment, I'm dropping this link in the comment section. Please click on this link to send your proof of payment so we can start, adding you to the list of people that will be onboarding on Monday. So please ask your questions. Ask if you have any question, please ask. Someone said, is eating wheat good? I mentioned it during the webinar that I don't recommend wheat. I don't recommend wheat because wheat contains gluten. Wheat contains gluten. So when you eat anything that contains gluten, it will affect your gut health. And your gut, contains 80% of your immune system. So automatically, anything that would, affect your gut will affect your immune system. And we don't want that for you. So that's the reason why I recommend that you should avoid wheat or wheat products. So let's take questions before we call it a night. Products, wheat bread, wheat pasta, wheat flour. No, we don't recommend that. Then someone asked and said, seasoning spices have sugar. Sugar. Too much is not good. Yeah, very true. Saint leaf and bitter leaf. They are good. They are fibers. You can add them to your pepper soup, to your soups. You can add scent leaves and bitter leaves to them. Is also very good. Please ask your questions. Okay. So someone said, when it's reversed, can the patient eat everything like a normal person since it's reversed? Well, the thing is that you can actually eat, even when you are undergoing a reversal plan, you can actually eat anything you want to eat, but there's a way and a method to eating these things. And when you have reversed diabetes, now I want to assume that when you say eating everything like a normal person, I want to assume that you're talking about maybe taking sugar, right? Or eating things that have lots of starch. Now, the question is this: what even triggered the diabetes in the first place? It's your lifestyle, it's your diet, the things you are eating, the way you were eating them. So now, when you have reversed diabetes, it doesn't make any sense going back to eating the same things that caused it. It doesn't make any sense. Even before you became diabetic, those were the things you were eating that triggered it, that caused it. So, when even for somebody who doesn't have diabetes, it is not advisable to just eat anyhow. So the thing is that when you reverse diabetes, for example, like my clients who reversed diabetes, even the day they drank soda drinks, or the day they cheated on their diet, or the day they did something that on a normal day is not recommended to do, they checked their sugar level and it was still normal. Do you understand? It was still normal. So, but I don't advise that you go back to doing that as a lifestyle again, because that lifestyle is what even caused the diabetes in the first place. So when you've reversed it, there's no need going back to doing something that is not healthy for you. So the next question is unripe plantain and beans good? If yes, what time is best to eat them? Well, unripe plantain and beans is good. They are good, but they are not nighttime foods. If you want to eat them for breakfast or lunch. Don't eat them at night. Someone said, will the patient still be taking their drugs and the food, I mean eba, plantain and some rice? Well, if you come into our diabetes reversal program with drugs, then you will be on the drugs pending till when we now notice that your numbers are like you're getting below 100. then we can start doing drug withdrawal for you in bits. By the time you even take your results to your doctors, they will even reduce the drug for you or even tell you to stop taking the drug. So that's how it works. So when you start the program, you're not going to eventually continue to be on the drug, because the herbs you're using, the products you're going to be using, are helping you flush out excess sugar from your body. So when you have sugar that has left your body and you just realize that if you keep taking the high dose of the drug you came in with, you'll be having low blood sugar. So by the time your numbers start getting within the normal range, any doctor that sees you would even tell you to reduce the dosage, or they might even take you off the meds. Then someone said, what can substitute seasoning? Well, there's Iru. I know you can actually get Iru. You can dehydrate it, and when it's dehydrated, you can mill it to powder. You can also get spring onions. You can also dehydrate it as well. Blend it, mix it together with the Iru and milled powder. You can use that as seasoning. Okay. So then someone said, I mean BP and diabetes drugs, will patients still take them? That is what I'm saying, that if you come in with diabetic drugs or BP drugs, we will not tell you to stop your drugs simply because you are using our product. We don't work that way. The thing is that you're going to be using both, but that's why we are monitoring you. We're not giving you product and we're telling you to go and figure it out yourself. We're going to be managing you. We're going to be monitoring you. Okay, so now you will notice that when we monitor you on a daily basis, we will realize that your numbers are coming down. That is when we'll start taking you off the drugs gradually. We take you off gradually till you finally go off the drug. So we're not stopping the drug outrightly. The food pack, how long will a box take to finish? This kit that you're seeing on my screen here, this kit is going to last you for 30 days. It's for the 30 days lower blood sugar level challenge. So you're going to use the contents in this kit to help lower your blood sugar level. We're going to assign someone who will work with you on a one-on-one every day for 30 days. So that's for that. So if there are no questions, then let's call it a night. After making your payment, please kindly send a DM with your receipts so we can get you on board immediately. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming on my live. God bless you. Good night.